All right, so we just wrapped up those last two performances of Walk on Water and last Interlude.
Mm-hmm.
What was the influence behind Walk on Water?
I knew it was going to be the crux of the album. It was going to be like the main point in the album, like the turning point.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point in the album, the character is like in the middle of the ocean and he's about to drown. Then he kind of like is about to let himself die.
Mm-hmm.
And then the angel comes to him and says, "No, you're not done yet. You got more to do." So then he like final try and he like makes it back up to the top of the water. And then he realizes that he can like lift himself up onto the water. And once he does that, he's like, let me try to like actually walk in the water. So he walks in the water and he meets out in the water the person that he lost. And like their soul like meets him in the middle of the water. So it's about that happening and him kind of reconciling his loss, his grief, his pain,
Mm-hmm.
what he's gone through, and like the will to keep moving, and the connection between the person that he lost is kind of the power that, you know, kind of helps him go to the next level. So he imparts wisdom on him and then he bounces. So that is the main influence. That's the
Mm-hmm.
movie I saw in my mind when I wrote it. And we made the song, the first version back in 2015 was the original version. And then I wanted to kind of like remake it and reproduce it. So I reproduced it and sped it up a little bit back in 2021. And I wanted the beat to kind of feel like pacing, like steps, like
Mhm.
moving forward, like constant movement. So yeah.
It's funny that you said like it's like a movie behind it because
Mhm.
it sounds like a song that will be on a movie.
100%.
Like it's like
Yeah.
the ending credits, not even the
Yeah.
ending credits, but like a
I feel
part
like
where there's like multiple scenes.
yeah, like the montage.
Yeah, like,
and,
you
yeah.
know?
I feel like that too, and you know that's why I'm trying to send it out, get some sync placements. You know what I'm saying? So
I
holla
was
at me.
actually like, what, like, do you have an idea what type of movie you would like for that song to be on, if possible?
Yeah, the first movie I would like it to be on is the movie that I'm making for High Water. So
Okay.
that's number one. Secondly, I think it works in multiple spaces, right? It could work for like sci-fi, like psychological. It could work for dramatic. It could work for. It can even work for romantic, like a type of vibe, depending on
Yeah.
where it's played. You know, like that bass line kind of carries a certain level to it that makes it like really hit you right here, and then it has the really high, like angelic kind of stuff going on. So it's a good balanced song. So that makes it work in a bunch of different scenarios.
Yeah. So all three of these songs have like different vibes. Like we went from like being very vulnerable to like it's still kind of like slow, but it's
Mhm.
kind of different. And then the last interlude was more like a freestyle type of vibe.
Yeah.
Were you kind of nervous putting all these different vibes and sounds onto one album?
Absolutely. I feel like, bro, especially because we're like in the playlist era,
Mhm.
where I feel like people want to like they see an artist and they know exactly what they're gonna get when they're listening to the album. I feel like all of the songs are different on the album, but I feel like they all carry kind of the same theme. You know what I mean? And so like they're all made with the same colors. It's just a bunch of different types of paintings. So like one may be an abstract painting, one may be a character painting, one may be a landscape painting, but they're all kind of saying similar things, so it makes sense that they go together. But I was definitely nervous for like the sound sonically. Like some songs I don't even rap. Like there's one point on the album where I go from singing this like electronic, I don't know what, to like super like classic hip hop boom bap, like you know what I'm saying, with monsters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like it varies and it fluctuates and it oscillates. But water's about balance. So drinking water is great for you. You need it to live, but also a tsunami can kill you. So I just wanted to like get all the different types of water. Some songs are my glass of water, some songs are my tsunami, some songs are my shower, some songs are the river, some songs are the ocean. It just depends on what it is, but it's all water. So that's kind of what I had to remind myself of when I got nervous, that all these different sounds were on there. You know what I mean?
That's a great answer.
Oh, thank you. That's a great question. And that is how you interview, ladies and gentlemen.
You like kind of made this rollout for High Water kind of very intimate, like with the performances and everything, even like your performances like in different venues and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you always see them being very intimate and like kind of personal, or?
No. I saw them being intimate and personal, but there are certain songs that I made strictly to get crazy live and like stadium type of environment. I love to make what I call stadium music.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like songs like Walk on Water, because I feel like it will work here, but it will also work like with thousands of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Songs like God Mode, songs like Manifesto, songs like Float, like those are really big. You know, Walk With Me. Those are really big sounding songs, but because they're so like emotionally driven and so melodic, they can work in smaller scenarios like acoustic performances, intimate settings. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that helps me because it allows me in my mind to be flexible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially as an artist, you know, who's still introducing myself to people a lot, I feel like I want to be able, I pride myself in being able to do multiple things. So this kind of allows me to do that.
Multiple things.
Yeah.
So I kind of have a bone to pick with you about this Dumbledore line.
Hey man, look.
You don't even like Harry Potter.
Why are you putting me on blast?
I'm
Okay, so
sorry.
here's the thing. It's not that I don't like Harry Potter. I'm not going to make the Potter fans mad. Look, it's not that I don't like Harry Potter. It's just that I didn't come up on Harry Potter. So Harry Potter isn't like my thing. But when I watched it, I did relate to certain things. You know what I mean? I feel like a wizard. I feel like Dumbledore because I'm like with a grill specifically. Because you know the song says didn't know I'm gonna take off, didn't know I'm gonna take flight,
Yeah.
didn't know I'm, can't believe it's magic, didn't know I'm a wizard. Because people, when they meet you, they have a certain aspect of what they think you are, But I'm like, no, I can do more. You know what I'm saying? You see this old homely looking wizard, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I got the like magic and the wit and the like wisdom of Dumbledore, but with a grill though. So it adds that kind of like flashy part, that I can personalize it for me. So I got a bone to pick with you while you trying to put me on blast with Dumbledore, man.
You pick Lord of the Rings over here.
But you know what? Gandalf sipping scissor is like one of my favorite lines because
I thought that was very like.
Yeah. But shout out to Gandalf, shout out to Dumbledore, shout out to Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. We got something for everybody. We're balanced. Water's about balance.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Where else do you see you like taking high water? Like I know you said you have a film in mind, possibly. Mm-hmm. Where else do you see high water going?
Without giving away too much, it sounds real cheesy, but it's true. It's like I'm an artist, so like I literally need to express in different formats. So that's why we did the painting, like the art show, photography, film, interactive, on stage, acoustic, pop-ups, parties. Like I feel like I want this album. This album lived with me for 9 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I want it to get its just due and be full of life in all the different instances. So I definitely see, the tour happening. We're planning a live show with a live band and a DJ and some singers, the whole choir, like the whole nine. We're gonna do we're gonna do top to bottom high water, One place that I see it that I don't really tell a lot of people, but I like to speak it out loud, is Walt Disney Concert Hall. I want to orchestrate in conjunction with some of the
opera.
Yeah, opera, but more like classical and opera. So we have like singers and the whole night. Like I want to do the whole thing because I feel like this album is so grand and so big and it's so like it's so fantastical. Like you know what I mean? And I want it to like just live in all the different spaces. So yeah.
So you don't mind sitting with high water for a minute until like not all your until like all your fans fully like grasp the concept and everything.
Absolutely, I don't mind. I mean, I already started working on the next album, but like I never stopped working. You know what I mean? Because the concept, high water, is a story, and it's only part one of the story. There's 6 parts to the story. So I've already started working on the next album, but I'm not going to just people have like a cycle of like, oh, well, this end you got to do this. I'm like, bro, I might mess around and release a video for one of the songs in high water 2-3 years from now, who knows? But even after the next, because it's all connected anyway. So, but I do definitely want it to get its just due. I definitely want people to be like, Justin Sky, high water, we get it, we see it, we feel it. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be like, yo, like, because, I'm not gonna lament the times that we're in right now because I love the opportunity, but there is a trend of things being in and out.
You have to constantly drop.
You know what I mean? Constantly drop because, you know, people, oh my God, this is the greatest album in the world. And then next week you hear nothing about it.
Yeah.
That's not me. I'm going to be like, yeah, so High Water. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, how you doing? High Water.
Like, High Water. That's what I'm going to be. Because, like, you know, because it means that much to me. And I think it's amazing. I know it's amazing and it's incredible. And it just takes time for me to get that to people. And when I see people's response and when they reply to me and they comment and they send me notes and messages and mail and emails and DMs and all that, and I see how it affects people, man, I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
I gotta keep going. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you one cheesy question.
Okay.
If you could like get any artist, like major artist, onto High Water, like the deluxe edition or whatever, who would you pick?
Only one?
I'm gonna give you three.
Three. All right, so I'm gonna go in order because I've already thought about this.
Okay.
Number one, Janae Aiko.
Okay.
Or actually, number three, Janae Aiko. Just because she has such control over her voice and it's so like subtle, I think it would help balance my like need to like super go hard, and it'll like create like a dope balance against water. You know what I mean? And also, she's one of my favorite. Like her voice is just, I love it. I really wanted Daylight on one of the songs. Especially because I low key like reference him in one of the songs. So maybe that, but I think Daylight would be tied with Doja Cat.
Ooh.
I know. I wanted Doja Cat on Last Interlude. I feel like something like that would be really fun and it'll add like some more color to it.
Yeah.
And last but not least, if I was gonna have to only pick one artist, it would definitely be Kanye. I feel like I was about to take a Kanye clip and put it on God mode, but I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to go through like the whatever. But like, I feel like he's the only one with the like. He just can go there like, you know what I'm saying? Like he can like just go like, and I'm like, I need that like, you know, and so I mean, I don't need that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it would be, I feel like, well, why we always gotta have an ego, right? Yeah. I don't need you, Kanye, but yeah. But no, but how let me, yeah, like, I feel like we talk in the same color a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that would be amazing. And as a bonus, I got a couple bonus. I know I said 4 people, you said 3. 070 Shake is up in there, you know what I'm saying? Ty Dolla $ign is up in there,
Okay.
You know what I mean? And Jill Scott. Like those like.
I mean, I like the deluxe.
Yeah, those deluxe edition is, you know, the actual deluxe edition is coming and it's fire.
Okay.
But like those are people who I feel like within High Water, within the colors that I was diving in, those are some of the artists that kind of lean towards those like textures and colors and stuff. So
I like that. I like that. Well, you know, I'm excited to see what else you got for High Water.
Yeah.
You know.
You never know. Like life is crazy. Somebody can see this interview right now and send it over like, yo. Run the. So maybe you just started something, and no, you're not getting any credit.
I was gonna say, I mean, serious. Like, what are you talking about? I don't get paid for this.
Don't worry, I'm gonna send you a cash app. I'm gonna bless your cash app. Father God, please bless our cash app right now in the name of Jesus. Amen. No, but I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you for this. It's dope to see all of this.
Thank you. It's dope to see it come to fruition and happen.
Yeah, and the stories and, you know, you getting vulnerable and stuff. Because, you know, a lot of artists these days aren't really, like, vulnerable. But it's nice to see it. It's nice to see the creativity in the process.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right, cool. America.
Camera cuts.
Shout out to Cambodia. You said what?
Camera cuts.
Camera cuts.
Why Cambodia?
Why not? People in Cambodia are like, dang, Candy for real? Like, forget about us, huh?